Call this meeting to order at 7 o'clock. Those who are able, rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Approval of minutes. Did you get yours?
Yep. I scanned through, didn't see anything.
D.
I did not see anything, no.
Really? Cool.
But I didn't make it through the whole thing.
Oh. It all looked okay to me.
Vitrified, is that an actual word? Vitrified clay?
Do I hear a motion to approve?
I motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Hearing no opposed, the motion passed. Okay, financial report. Current balance, invoice list. Let's see if we want to pay our bills. Al and I went through the bills, and we did have a couple of questions. Sam, I'm sure you can answer them.
Yeah, one was on the hand instruments, was wondering what that one was.
Yeah. Or,
Not a lot of money, $76, but I
yeah,
don't think
but
the seen
Tony,
that
do you know
one.
what that is?
It's for something out the water plant. What's the code on it?
411,
411?
same with
Hand
the
instruments is a
car company.
laboratory.
Yeah.
Sometimes your equipment has to be calibrated.
Oh,
uh,
okay,
Have
okay.
membranes replaced, that type of thing.
And there was
So
another
like, I
one?
mean,
Yeah, W&W, which I can't remember what that's what it was. $100 even.
WW?
Yeah, W&W repairs.
Yeah, repairs. There we go.
They inspect the backflow devices that you have,
Oh,
city's backflow devices. We used to do that. and
okay.
We just let our licenses expire. It's easier to just hire those guys.
Cool.
For us to do it.
All right, that was the only questions we had. Does anybody have any questions?
Looks like chemical expenses are up a little bit again this month. I kind of forget from month to month what they really were.
About $5,000 is what
About normal.
D&F is normally.
what my finger was.
We had some breaks, some
Mhm.
pretty major ones.
Yeah.
Spliced in pipe in a couple of places. That was early in the month. Things seem to have calmed down now. You know, we had that earthquake and we had just a series of them after that, it seems like.
Mm.
In the midst of that, we had also, well, the day after this trunk line broke out here, and so the day after, Brian reported that the main valve that shuts down the pumps, what happens is before the pumps shut off, there's a valve that takes about 5 minutes to close,
Mm-hmm.
and that prevents a hammer. Well, it was slamming.
Oh,
And so we rebuilt that valve immediately, like that day,
okay.
and never made a problem since.
Good, okay.
Well,
Any other questions about the bills?
well, just letting you know that water accountability for last month and the previous month are the same, at 72. And then chemical costs, actually this would have been September. No. $1.05 per thousand versus 85 per thousand now. 89 per thousand.
Yeah, if you recall, we had a taste and odor issue. We were feeding activated carbon and sulfate and a couple of additional chemicals to deal with that. They were not being down.
Yeah.
Super 6,000, 6,500 to the good. Operations.
That's good. Anything else? Doyle, do you have anything for us? Okay, do I have a motion to pay the bills and approve our finances? Al West made the motion. Do I have a second?
Of course.
Right. All in favor of paying the bills?
Aye.
Aye. Same to the negative, hearing none, motion carried. Old business, sewer system.
Sewer system is working fine. See if I've got the letter here. I received a letter from the mayor of Kingsville, and they are looking at another option, and to remove our consolidation from their interest. They're seeking another direction.
Okay. I got one too. From Lloyd Stever, Mayor, Kingsville. Dear Katie, on behalf of the entire city of Kingsville, I would like to extend a special thank you for your hard work and dedication toward the best interests of both communities during this effort. I would like to express my sincere appreciation to every member of the Holden Board of Public Works for their willingness to explore and evaluate the wastewater concept with us. Although the Kingsville Council voted to discontinue negotiations at its last meeting, the effort should not be considered a failure. Both communities learned a great deal about each other, and that knowledge will help each of us to better serve the people we represent. We still believe the Kingsville Holden concept was our best option. If things change in Holden, we may reconsider. And then there's another one we were CC'd on, to Mayor Edwards. Dear Rick, on behalf of the entire city of Kingsville, I would like to express our appreciation for allowing us to appear before the Holden City Council at your public hearing to explore the wastewater regional concept. Although the Kingsville City Council voted to discontinue negotiations at its last meeting, please know that your Board of Public Works put forth extraordinary efforts in an attempt to make the concept a reality. It is our hope that the things we learn during this process will help each of us better serve the people we represent on future projects. We have advised the DNR that we are seeking another option. We still believe the regional concept was our best option. If you, meaning Mr. Edwards, and the City Council would abandon your desire to terminate the Board of Public Works and the contract with O&M Enterprises, we might reconsider a Kingsville Holden agreement. Respectfully, Lloyd Stever, Mayor. And there's another letter. It's to Mr. Lerda. On behalf of the entire city of Kingsville, I would like to let you know that we are aware of the many extra efforts that you and your staff made towards the regionalization effort with Holden. The personal time that you spent on this concept, along with the insights and operational records that you shared and provided to our engineer during the evaluation, helped the process enormously. We want you to know that we noticed and that we appreciate all that you do for us very much. Sincerely, Lloyd Stever, Mayor. And I received one today from Mr. Dwayne Ottmer, the Kingsville City Engineer. It's regarding the proposed Kingsville Wastewater Treatment Partnership. Dear Ms. Barrett, this is to forward a sincere thank you to you, the Board of Public Works, BPW, and to your contractor, O&M Enterprises, for the courtesies and efforts that were directed our way during the past several months as we worked together to prepare the framework of an agreement between Holden and Kingsville. This is also to offer my thoughts about the motivations of Kingsville's leadership and the situations that brought the negotiation process to a close, at least for now. From the onset, it was the desire of Kingsville's leadership to protect their own citizens and two of the area's largest employers by keeping their essential wastewater water utility rates as low as possible. The City of Kingsville was impressed by the fact that the water and sewer operations team being directed by Holden's Board of Public Works was in compliance with current regulatory requirements for about half the cost of utility rates found in other area communities which made upgrades in response to similar regulatory mandates. Given that Holden had a great management team, the fact that Holden had more than enough extra capacity to take on Kingsville's load, and the fact that a partnership with Holden had a lower first cost than upgrading Kingsville's facilities, it made sense to work towards an agreement where Kingsville would help Holden pay for Holden's upgraded infrastructure. The benefits to both communities seemed obvious. However, it became more and more evident by statements made, by actions taken at public meetings in Holden and in media reports, that some of the leadership in Holden wanted to make substantial changes with respect to the BPW in Holden. Being troubled by this decision, I asked to speak to the Kingsville City Council earlier this month. During my brief presentation to Kingsville's leadership, I expressed my genuine concern about the increasing animosity being directed at the president of O&M Enterprises and to Holden's own Board of Public Works. I explained how the ongoing discord in Holden could result in a complete and fundamental restructuring of the system that has kept the water and sewer rates in Holden very reasonable. I went on to say that I could not envision any significant change to the management and day-to-day operations of Holden's water and sewer utilities that would not require a substantial increase to Holden's user rates. I made it clear that once the sizable investment was made by Kingsville to connect the two communities, Kingsville's options would essentially be limited to paying the resulting higher costs in Holden. After a short discussion, the motion, second, and unanimous vote to suspend negotiations with Holden took place. Although all of us on the Kingsville side of things were very disappointed, it is easy to understand why the uncertainties in Holden brought an end to the negotiations. Under different circumstances, we at Ottmer and Associates, Incorporated, would certainly have preferred to move forward with the option for Kingsville that we believe to be the most beneficial to the entire region. We are sorry that internal squabbles kept it from happening. Sincerely, Dwayne D. Ottmer, P.E. And he sent a copy of this to the Honorable Lloyd Stever, Mayor of Kingsville, as well. So, anything further discussion?
There's nothing more to be said, is there?
It's sad that it didn't work out. But
The conclusion of the research that we did,
copy for
Holden meant about $60,000 to $70,000 a year. And no additional costs to Holden. So that's a substantial loss.
Yep.
I failed to mention that each year our disinfection regulation or limit comes off in October or at the end of October, and it's off, and the UV bulbs are out and stored for the winter, so they're safe. They're very expensive, so that's kind of an important task. And they're cleaned and saved in crates. Other than that, we had a little backup. One afternoon, and a resident, and cleaned it up immediately. It's been turned into the city's insurance, the homeowner's insurance, and O&M's insurance. We put a camera in the next day and saw roots coming out of neighbors' service lines. We're going to, all we could get was a snapshot, but we're going to go ahead and clean it again and video it again to get a clearer picture of what's going on there and see if we can't address that. We're somewhat limited to what we can do on service lines, but if we can find any excuse to say it's something in the main, we can sweep in and do something, but you know, we want to do everything that we can.
And this was
I've
where,
had some
Tony?
good discussions with the customer, and they're looking at improving their service line as well. There were routes coming into the main from their service line also. But, and they know it, and they've been servicing their line every year, and we've been servicing ours every year. So neither of us know why this thing backed up, because it's been kept. But really, anything can come down the line and hang into anything, and if you've got,
How long ago was it? Was it on that bad day we had that one rain?
no, there was no rain involved. No, it was Sunday. It was,
There was an earthquake involved.
yeah, no.
No, not this time.
No, there wasn't any reason for weather. We were all puzzled, you know, because everything was working, and then it just happened all at once. They were home when it happened. It just did it all at once. So it's no fun ever. So anyway, I thought I'd just pass that on, that we had that event. So we don't have very many of those anymore because of the maintenance. But in this case, like I said, it was puzzling to us. But other than that, sewer, that's about it.
Okay.
And that was where again?
On South Poland and South Poland. I'd rather not put the customer's address out there.
Yeah.
Are they the only one on their street?
It's recorded.
Well, I won't belabor the point, but I take the loss of this Kingsville opportunity, which was a win-win for both towns, is now a loss, very personally, and it hurts me deeply.
I'll say this. It was the diligent, good management work of this board and our staff that made this possible, that brought Holden into the condition they were in to be able to expand their services to a neighboring town that needed it. And the thing that made it so valuable to all of us was the employment value in Kingsville, Missouri for our region. And sustaining good rates is important to employers, and it's an opportunity that has gone by us.
Okay, any remarks about the water system?
As I said, we had several sizable breaks early on. I mean, like, they just were happening all at once, and then they just quit. So I'm not going to say they're over. There's no wood around.
No, don't say that.
Your
You're
head. You might not
jinxing
like that. Or mine.
Yeah.
But I think we've got things secured, and we're constantly working. We had a dam inspection
How'd that go?
last
Good.
week. It went well.
Good.
So any dam over 35 feet gets inspected every 4 years. And we're a 50-foot dam, so we are regulated by. In fact, we have to have a dam permit and keep it current.
I
So
would remind you to watch your language.
well, I'm doing pretty good.
My grandkids would be going, ah!
And that really, otherwise, it's been kind of uneventful. It's been good.
Yeah, that's the way we like it, nice and boring.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who does an inspection?
Corps of Engineers out of Raleigh.
Cool. All right. Well, how about some new business? Any? I don't have anything. Doyle, you got anything? No. Okay. All right. Do we need to now, I guess, go into...
Could I make a statement?
Oh, let's do some
from the crowd?
comments from the floor.
Well,
Yeah.
anybody but Sam.
But on that, negotiating with Kingsville, all the city people weren't against that. I mean, there was,
Oh, they wanted it.
but I'm saying that I'm on the council and I'm speaking for myself, and I can tell you one councilman that wasn't against that.
Oh, yeah, I think.
We didn't feel that any of the council people were against that. The decision made by Kingsville was clearly because of the instability of the management team that made it possible.
But I know I had talked with Lloyd, and I told him, and
Of the future.
that I was speaking for myself, but I thought the council would have passed that. I think,
Well,
Paul and I have talked about
They
that
just
too.
got scared of it.
But that wasn't the point. The
Yeah,
point
I know
was
what the point was.
that the sound from the Holden Council would like to change the management team in Holden, which
Yeah.
would change everything.
I think that one meeting where the city
Right.
gave out this is
They've
too
seen
much
that
for
the attempts at
They had a
passing.
sizable investment there.
Yeah.
They were looking at that would have been for naught.
And when you see a city attempting to pass ordinances to control the Board of Public
Or
Works.
gag them,
Or gag them, and,
or get rid of.
yeah.
or get rid of them.
Or take their money. I mean, Lloyd Stevert, he told me that he got a call from a councilman saying the only problem that the mayor had and he had with this was that they wanted the money. And Mayor Stever had to tell him that's against the law, that
You can't go into the.
that's
general
illegal.
fund. It has to go into what the water.
It would have went, it would
Yeah.
have,
Into the
Yeah.
board.
Yeah, it had to
it
be
would have,
used
it was
for
dedicated to our debt service
replacement,
and
repair,
operations.
and other systems.
So,
But it doesn't make it what, it would have been money in the Holden.
I know.
It's no secret that the mayor made public that
Yeah.
his mission in holding the office of mayor in Holden, Missouri
Yeah.
is to run Tony Lura out of Holden.
And disband the Board of Public Works. I mean, he's told it to too many people, and people talk to people in Kingsville. It's pretty obvious.
Yeah, it's pretty much
Gee, well,
family.
I'm the one that put them all in there.
Francis and I are the ones that's responsible for it.
So it's all your fault.
Oh, Francis is full.
All right, so since
Well,
we're
blame
cleaning,
Francis.
since we're cleaning up the White House, how about working on our house?
I was the one that put Tony back in there.
And I appreciated it.
Yeah.
They've done a wonderful job.
That was a smart decision. When I came on this board, my head had been filled full of the garbage.
And I got a hold of Sam and wanted him to be on the board, but I says, when you look at it, you may not want to be on there.
So Francis is my friend until the next meeting.
This is just how I wanted to spend my retirement years, so yeah.
But the Board of Public Works, in spite of the fact that you take some criticism probably, but in my time as council, I haven't heard not one criticism of the water system Board of Public Works. I hear other people say they have, but I haven't. There's been nobody that's come to me and said, this is right or this is wrong. And I imagine there's some other councilmen. who
From
say-
your constituents.
From my
Yeah.
constituents. There's been nobody that's complained to me about the Board of Public Works. Not one.
Wow.
I tell you what, I told him if I had our differences, but we can sit down and have a cup of coffee, and I respect him because he knows what he's doing.
And you're buying
Either he knows what he's doing, this guy's all fool. I don't know which one.
Right. I'll say this on my own behalf and on Francis's behalf, that the key to that, and Sam and I have had our differences, and Jim there and I have had our differences, and Katie and I have them regularly.
Oh,
Regular
all
than
the
most.
time.
But the difference is, Francis, you were, and I am, I'm working here in Holden by choice for Holden. We both have Holden's best interests at heart.
Right.
And we may have different ideas about how to approach things, but we can work together that way.
That is right.
This is not the same type of a conflict. I started working for Holden 41 years ago, and I went to work for the state of Missouri, and when I started this company, I wanted to practice my trade that I felt confident in right here in Holden, Missouri, with my friends and my family and the community of Holden. And it's been rewarding. It's not a get-rich-quick deal. I knew that going into it. It's hard work, but we're made to work, you know. We're just a working species, I guess, and I'm lucky that I had a trade that I could do close to home, and I could involve my family in it, and I could involve my friends in it, and I get to help people every day. And that's my reason for being here. It is not about the things that are being said out there by some.
Any other comments from the floor? Going once, going twice. All righty then. I guess we'll go ahead and go into closed session. We have to, yeah, that's right. We have to have a motion.
We have to adjourn this meeting.
We
and
have,
then open.
yeah, we'll do it. Okay. Do I hear a motion to adjourn this meeting?
Motion.
Do I have a second? All in favor?
Aye.
He seconded it.
It's about, you have to state the reason.
Oh,
And I don't know
yeah.
if you read that or
Oh,
what.
read it.
is.
Just read it.
The tentative agenda in this meeting may also include a vote to close part of the meeting pursuant to RSMO 610.021 regarding a property issue.
Okay, why not?
What's that?
Roll call vote. That's right. She's right.
Okay.
Roll call vote. Okay. Vote to adjourn to go.
Wait, let me ask you something.
You call
Do
it.
you adjourn a meeting or do you go into a special session?
You could do it either way.
Yeah.
The meeting's
You
over.
could adjourn the regular meeting, and then you go into special session.
Right.
You have a roll call vote to go into the special session.
But
Then you- Okay.
the original meeting's over with. There'll be no vote afterwards. They just
Right.
want
We'll just vote to come back out and then vote to adjourn. And we're done for the evening essentially with anything.
Roll call though.
Okay. Special session, roll call,
Yeah, okay.
Katie Barrett,
Yes.
Al West, Anna Kelbeck.
Well, we have to cut this one down to,
You guys want me to stay?
Huh? What else?
you have to put Tally on too.
Oh, Tally's not here. You gotta put him
Bob Talley absent.
absent.
Tony, stay there.